Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. If you're looking to unwind after a long day or just want something relaxing to play on your Switch, today's video is for you. We're counting down the top 25 cozy games you absolutely need to check out in 2025. These are perfect for those chill gaming sessions where you just want to relax and enjoy yourself. Let's jump right in. Spiritfarer puts you in the role of Stella, a fairy master who helps spirits transition to the afterlife by fulfilling their final wishes before saying goodbye. You'll sail across a beautifully hand-drawn world on your boat, which you can customize and expand with different buildings like kitchens, gardens, and workshops. The gameplay loop involves gathering resources from various islands, cooking meals for your spirit passengers, building relationships through conversations and activities, and eventually helping them move on when they're ready. Each spirit has their own personality, backstory, and requests that reveal touching stories about life, loss, and acceptance. The crafting system lets you weave fabric, smelt ores, cook elaborate dishes, and grow crops to meet your passengers' needs. You can play solo or in local co-op, where a second player controls Stella's cat companion, Daffodil. The game deals with themes of death and saying goodbye, but does so in such a warm and heartfelt way that it feels comforting rather than sad. Everything moves at your own pace, with no time pressure, making it perfect for relaxing sessions where you can just sail around, tend to your boat, and spend quality time with your spirit friends. Coffee Talk takes place in an alternate Seattle where humans live alongside fantasy creatures like elves, orcs, and succubi. You run a late-night coffee shop where diverse customers come to share their stories, problems, and dreams over warm drinks. The gameplay is all about listening to conversations, learning about each character's life, and serving them the right beverages based on their mood and preferences. You'll mix different ingredients like coffee, tea, milk, and various flavors to create drinks, and the choices you make can subtly influence the customer's situations and relationships. The pixel art style creates a cozy atmosphere enhanced by a chill, lo-fi soundtrack that perfectly captures those quiet nighttime vibes. Characters deal with real-world issues like workplace discrimination, family expectations, relationship troubles, and finding your place in society, all presented through thoughtful dialogue. There's no combat, no time limits, and no fail states. Just you, your coffee machine, and interesting people sharing their lives. The game is split into chapters representing different nights, and you'll see recurring customers whose stories develop over time based on your interactions. Animal Crossing New Horizons starts with you moving to a deserted island as part of Tom Nook's Getaway Package, where you'll build a community from scratch. The game runs in real time, synced to your Switch's clock, meaning the time of day, seasons, and special events match real life. Your days involve catching bugs and fish, digging up fossils, chopping wood, picking fruit, and collecting resources to craft furniture and tools. You'll gradually upgrade your tent to a house with multiple rooms that you can decorate however you want with thousands of furniture items and customization options. Animal villagers with unique personalities will move to your island, and you'll build friendships by talking to them daily and completing small favors. The terraforming feature lets you reshape your island's rivers, cliffs, and paths to create your dream layout. You can visit friends' islands online or locally, trade items, and share custom designs. Seasonal events like fishing tournaments, bug-catching competitions, and holiday celebrations keep things fresh throughout the year. Fae Farm combines farming simulation with light fantasy adventure in a magical world where you help revitalize a farm while uncovering the mystery behind a strange whirlpool affecting the land. You'll plant and water crops, raise adorable animals like woolly horns and mamoo, and craft items using various stations around your farm. The game introduces dungeon exploration, where you venture into magical caverns to gather rare resources, fight simple enemies using spell-casting mechanics, and solve environmental puzzles. What sets it apart is the cooperative multiplayer that supports up to 4 players online, letting you farm and explore dungeons together. You can romance several villagers regardless of your character's gender, building relationships through gifts and conversations. The potion brewing system lets you create helpful elixirs for health, stamina, and various buffs needed for deeper dungeon exploration. Seasonal festivals bring the community together, and you'll unlock new farm areas as you progress. The art style is bright and colorful, with a whimsical fantasy aesthetic that feels welcoming. Customization options let you design your character, decorate your farmhouse, and personalize your outdoor spaces. Harvest Moon One World takes you on a journey across different regions to restore crops to a world where they've mysteriously vanished. You start in a small area, but gradually unlock new environments like tropical beaches, snowy mountains, and desert oases, each with unique crops that only grow in those specific climates. The core farming mechanics involve tilling soil, planting seeds, watering crops, and raising animals like cows, chickens, and sheep for resources. You'll also mine for ores, chop trees for lumber, and fish in various waters. The game introduces harvest wisps, special sprites that reward you with rare seed mutations when you care for your crops properly. You can befriend and marry one of several marriage candidates by giving gifts and participating in events. Your farm can be relocated to any of the unlocked regions, letting you experiment with different layouts and crop combinations. The mutation system encourages experimentation as you crossbreed crops to discover new varieties. As you explore, you'll help villagers with their problems, participate in festivals, and piece together why crops disappeared in the first place. The game has that classic Harvest Moon charm with simple graphics and straightforward mechanics. My time at Portia puts you in the role of a new builder who inherits their father's old workshop in the town of Portia. Your job is to gather resources, craft machines and items, and complete commissions for the townspeople to restore your workshop to its former glory. You'll chop trees, mine in abandoned ruins for relics and resources, and fight simple enemies in dungeons. The crafting system is deep. You'll build furnaces, grinders, cutters, and other machines that process raw materials into parts needed for larger projects. Commissions from the Commerce Guild range from simple furniture to elaborate bridge constructions that physically change the town as you complete them. The social aspect is rich, with over 50 characters to befriend, and you can date and eventually marry several eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. Festivals and holidays happen throughout the year, where you can participate in activities and competitions. The Ruins exploration adds light action elements, where you fight creatures and solve environmental puzzles to reach deeper levels. You can also raise animals, grow crops, cook meals, and go fishing when you need a break from building. Is This Seat Taken is a short but charming visual novel about taking a train journey and having conversations with fellow passengers. You play as someone traveling by train, and throughout the trip, different passengers sit near you and strike up conversations. The gameplay is entirely dialogue-based, where you choose how to respond to people's questions and stories. Each passenger has their own personality, background, and reason for traveling, and your conversation choices determine how deep your connection becomes. Some passengers might share light small talk, while others open up about more personal topics, depending on how you engage with them. The pixel art style captures the cozy feeling of train travel, with detailed backgrounds showing scenery passing by the windows. Soft music enhances the peaceful atmosphere of the journey. Multiple playthroughs reveal different passengers and conversations, encouraging you to experience various interactions. There's no wrong choices or bad endings, just different ways conversations can unfold based on your responses. The game explores themes of human connection, loneliness, and those brief but meaningful interactions we have with strangers. Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olivetown has you inheriting your grandfather's old farm, which has been reclaimed by nature and needs complete restoration. You'll clear debris, chop overgrown trees, break rocks, and gradually transform the wilderness into a thriving farm. The farming mechanics are classic. Plant crops, water them daily, harvest when ready, and sell produce for profit. You'll raise various animals, including cows, chickens, sheep, and more exotic creatures like alpacas and reindeer. The town of Olivetown has numerous residents to befriend, with 10 marriage candidates offering different personalities and storylines. As you repair your farm, you'll also restore the surrounding areas, unlocking new regions with unique resources and opportunities. The crafting system lets you build makers that process raw materials into valuable goods like cheese, mayo, and cloth. Mining in the underground areas provides ores and gems needed for tool upgrades and crafting. Fishing offers another relaxing activity with different fish available by season and location. The game includes quality-of-life features like makers that work while you sleep and automatic animal care once you unlock certain upgrades. Tiny Bookshop lets you run your own cozy bookstore, where you order inventory, arrange displays, and serve customers looking for their next great read. You start with a small shop and gradually expand by earning money from sales and completing customer requests. The core gameplay involves reading customer preferences, recommending appropriate books, and making sure your shelves are stocked with diverse genres. You'll order books from suppliers, price them appropriately, and arrange your shop layout to create an inviting atmosphere. Decorating your bookshop with furniture, plants, and cozy touches helps attract more customers. Special customers have specific requests that unlock new book suppliers and rare titles when fulfilled. The game includes a light narrative as you learn about the town's residents through their book choices and conversations. You can read snippets of the books you stock, giving you glimpses into various fictional stories. The pixel art style creates a warm, inviting atmosphere that captures the comfort of independent bookstores. Managing your budget is important. You need to balance inventory costs with pricing to turn a profit while keeping customers happy. As your reputation grows, you'll unlock new shop upgrades and expand into larger spaces. Untitled Goose Game casts you as a mischievous goose with a simple mission: cause chaos in a peaceful village. You waddle around various areas like gardens, the high street, and a pub, completing objectives that involve annoying the unsuspecting residents. The stealth puzzle gameplay has you honking to distract people, grabbing items with your beak, and timing your movements to avoid getting chased away. Each area has a to-do list of pranks like stealing a gardener's keys, trapping a boy in a phone booth, or making someone wear the wrong glasses. The controls are simple: move, crouch, honk, grab, and flap your wings. What makes it delightful is how the villagers react to your antics with frustration but never actual anger, creating comedy through their exasperation. The game has no dialogue, relying entirely on visual storytelling and physical comedy. A live piano soundtrack reacts dynamically to your actions, intensifying during chases and calming during sneaky moments. Later objectives require more creative thinking as you figure out how to manipulate the environment and people's routines. There's a charming joy in being this agent of chaos, while everything maintains a wholesome, family-friendly tone. Little Kitty Big City puts you in the paws of an adorable cat who accidentally falls from their apartment window and needs to find their way back home through a bustling city. You'll explore neighborhoods, climb buildings, squeeze through tight spaces, and interact with other animals who'll help or hinder your journey. The gameplay focuses on completing small quests for various characters, like collecting items, delivering messages, or causing harmless mischief around town. You can collect hats to dress up your kitty, which serves no purpose other than looking absolutely adorable. The movement feels authentic to how cats actually behave. You can knock objects off surfaces, get distracted by shiny things, take naps in random spots, and even make friends with other cats, dogs, and birds. There's no combat or danger, just pure exploration and light puzzle solving as you figure out how to reach higher areas or access blocked paths. The city is filled with little details and secrets tucked into corners, rewarding curious players who like to explore every nook and cranny. Your cat can learn new abilities from animal friends, like climbing higher or fitting through smaller spaces. Dinkum drops you in the Australian outback, where you're tasked with building a new town from absolutely nothing. You'll start by setting up a tent, gathering basic resources like wood and stone, and slowly attracting new residents to join your growing community. The gameplay blends farming, fishing, bug catching, mining, and crafting into a satisfying daily routine. You can plant crops that need watering and care, raise animals like chickens and cows, and set up various production buildings to process materials. The world is filled with Australian wildlife, some friendly, some dangerous, and you'll need to manage your health and stamina as you explore. Seasonal changes affect what crops grow and which creatures appear, encouraging you to plan ahead. You'll unlock new tools and abilities by completing milestones and helping out the various characters who move to your town. Mining takes you into underground caves, where you'll find valuable ores and gemstones. The fishing system is simple but satisfying, with different fish appearing based on location and time. You can customize your character, decorate your home, and design the town layout however you want. Strange Antiquities has you running a small shop where customers bring mysterious items for you to examine and appraise. Your job is to study each object using various tools like magnifying glasses, UV lights, and reference books to determine what it is and how much it's worth. The gameplay involves carefully inspecting items for markings, testing their properties, and cross-referencing information to make accurate assessments. Each item comes with a customer who shares a bit of story about where they found it or why they're selling it. You'll encounter everything from supposedly haunted dolls to ancient artifacts with unclear origins. The investigation process feels like detective work as you piece together clues about each item's history and authenticity. Between customers, you can organize your shop, purchase new appraisal tools, and upgrade your workspace. Some items have supernatural elements that are left deliberately ambiguous. You decide whether to believe the strange stories or find rational explanations. The pixel art style creates an atmospheric setting that's cozy, despite the occasionally spooky subject matter. Your appraisals affect your shop's reputation, and satisfied customers will return with more interesting items. PowerWash Simulator 2 expands on the satisfying cleaning gameplay of the original with new locations, tools, and mechanics. You run a power washing business, taking on jobs to clean everything from dirty houses and vehicles to entire playgrounds and monuments. The core gameplay is simple. Point your power washer at dirt and grime and watch it disappear in satisfying streams of water. You'll switch between different nozzles for various spray patterns and pressures, depending on the surface and dirt type. New soap attachments let you pre-treat stubborn stains before washing them away. Each job starts with a filthy mess and progresses as you systematically clean every surface, with a completion percentage showing your progress. The game adds a career mode where you grow your business by purchasing new equipment, hiring helpers, and unlocking bigger jobs. Weather effects and time of day lighting create different atmospheres during jobs. You can play solo or team up with friends in co-op to tackle larger projects together. The new locations are more varied and creative, including fantasy-themed areas that add whimsy to the realistic cleaning simulation. Launched on April 9th, 2025, and offering a gentle, music-driven puzzle experience built around guiding small creatures across floating Then watch the Tempopo march along automatically, creating a satisfying farming game with timing and spatial. With 60 campaign levels and an additional 60-level challenge game, the game steadily expands its toolkit without losing its cozy feel. Its colorful presentation, upbeat soundtrack, and relaxing melody where rescued flowers act as musical notes you can arrange, give it a warm, creative touch. Switch accessibility options like tactile controls make the experience welcoming, even if its story stays linear, and some puzzles iterate in familiar routines. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar presents a warmly updated take on one of the series' most charming entries, centered on rebuilding the once thriving marketplace of Zephyrtown. You step into the role of a new farmer trying to revive the local bazaar, and the game blends classic crop growing, animal care, fishing, and gathering with a unique weekly market system where you sell goods directly from your stall, attracting customers with a bell and adjusting to their buying habits. This twist gives the farming loop a satisfying economic rhythm as successful markets expand the town, unlock new tools, processing options, livestock, and more customization. Alongside the business side, the game deepens its cozy appeal through relationship building, romance, marriage, and lively character interactions, enhanced by refreshed visuals and voice-acted story scenes. The remake keeps the relaxed pace the series is known for while adding modern quality-of-life updates, making each season feel rewarding as you prepare inventories, refine produce into higher-value items, and watch the bazaar grow.
Nice!
Disney Dreamlight Valley starts with you arriving in a once magical valley, now covered in dark thorns, called the Forgetting. Classic Disney and Pixar characters have lost their memories, and you'll help restore the valley while uncovering what happened. The gameplay mixes life simulation with light adventure elements. You'll farm crops, cook meals, mine for resources, fish in various spots, and craft furniture and decorations. Each Disney character has their own questline that reveals their story and gradually restores their memories. You'll hang out with characters like Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Ariel, and many others, building friendships through conversations and completing favors. The valley is divided into different biomes: beach, forest, plaza, ice cavern, each requiring you to clear thorns using a special tool called Dreamlight. Your character is fully customizable, with tons of clothing and appearance options, including Disney-themed outfits. Decorating is huge here. You can place furniture and decorations anywhere in the valley to create your ideal Disney paradise. The crafting system lets you make everything from simple tools to elaborate decorations.
You're in need of a break from exploring. Feel free to stop at any of the many ponds, rivers, and beaches in Dreamlight Valley for a little bit of fun going fishing. Or you can take a moment to grow a garden. You'll need to choose a good spot for it first. Then, plant some seeds, grab your royal watering can, and...
Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town is a remake of a classic farming game where you inherit a rundown farm in the small town of Mineral Town and work to restore it. The farming gameplay follows the traditional cycle: clear your land, plant crops for each season, water them daily, and harvest to sell for profit. You'll raise various animals, including cows, chickens, and sheep, taking care of them each day to produce resources. The town has numerous residents to befriend, with marriage candidates of both genders available regardless of your character choice. Building relationships requires talking to villagers daily, giving them gifts they like, and participating in town events. The mine provides an adventuring element where you dig deeper floors to find valuable ores and gems for tool upgrades. Fishing is available in different locations with seasonal fish to catch and collect. Various festivals happen throughout the year, celebrating seasons and holidays, giving you chances to compete in competitions or just enjoy time with villagers. The remake features updated graphics with a cute chibi art style while maintaining the classic gameplay that made the original beloved. You can expand your farmhouse, upgrade your tools, and unlock new areas as you progress. Unpacking is a unique puzzle game about the intimate act of moving into new homes at different stages of someone's life. You unpack boxes room by room, finding appropriate places for each item while piecing together the story of the person whose belongings these are. There's no dialogue or text. The narrative unfolds entirely through the objects you unpack and the spaces you arrange them in. Each level represents a different home at different life stages, from a childhood bedroom to shared apartments to larger houses. The pixel art is incredibly detailed, with every item recognizably distinct. You'll figure out where things belong through logic and spatial reasoning. Clothes go in drawers or closets, kitchen items in cabinets, books on shelves. The game gently guides you with audio cues when items are placed incorrectly, but there's flexibility in how you arrange most objects. Some items carry through multiple moves, telling their own story about what this person values and keeps over the years. The progression reveals life changes, relationships, career growth, and personal challenges through environmental storytelling. You might notice new items appearing that suggest a roommate or partner, or see children's items in later levels. Wilmot Works It Out stars a friendly square character named Wilmot, who solves jigsaw puzzles for various clients. You receive puzzle pieces through the mail and need to fit them together to complete images. The gameplay starts simple, but gradually introduces clever twists. Some puzzles interlock with others, pieces might connect in unexpected ways, and you'll manage multiple puzzles simultaneously. Your workspace is completely customizable, letting you organize pieces however makes sense to you. Some people sort by edge pieces, others by color. The game accommodates any approach. Completed puzzles get mailed back to clients who share little thank you notes that add personality to your work. As you progress, the puzzles become more complex with unusual shapes and clever visual tricks. You can work at your own pace with no time limits or pressure, taking breaks whenever you want. The art style is charming and colorful, with each puzzle depicting different scenes and subjects. Background music is gentle and unobtrusive, perfect for concentration. The satisfaction of finding where a piece fits is enhanced by pleasant sound effects and subtle animations. You'll develop your own organizational systems and problem-solving strategies as puzzles get trickier. Date Everything quickly became one of the year's most unusual, yet oddly cozy titles on Nintendo Switch, blending visual novel storytelling with a wildly imaginative dating sim twist. You play as a recently unemployed worker who acquires magical date-viator glasses, granting the ability to perceive everyday objects as fully realized personalities, turning things like toasters, lamps, posters, or even abstract concepts into over 100 dateable characters. Each day, you choose a handful to interact with, shaping relationships through dialogue choices that can lead to friendship, romance, rivalry, or complete rejection. Progress feeds into a stat system called SPECS: Charm, Empathy, Sass, Calm, and Intelligence, which influences conversation paths and eventually allows some objects to realize, transforming into human forms with new story routes. The game leans heavily on expressive character art and extensive voice acting, giving each object a distinct personality that balances absurd humor with moments of sincerity. While the tone is chaotic and often mature, it maintains a strangely comforting rhythm as you cycle through daily interactions, manage relationships, and explore the emotional depth hidden in mundane things.
Fall madly in love with Fabrizio the cabinet. Become besties with Shelly the shelf. Or come to despise Doug. Your, overwhelming sense of existential dread.
I think I'll pass on Doug. Can I fall in love with a lamp?
No way! Lux the lamp is—
Snufkin, Melody of Moominvalley, is based on the beloved Finnish Moomin stories and follows Snufkin as he returns to Moominvalley for spring. The valley has been taken over by park rangers called the Park Keeper, who've installed restrictive signs everywhere, telling residents what they can and cannot do. Your goal is to restore freedom to the valley by removing these oppressive signs through music and stealth. The gameplay mixes exploration with light stealth mechanics, where you sneak past park rangers and use your harmonica to solve environmental puzzles. Playing different melodies can affect nature, calling birds, growing plants, or calming animals. You'll help various Moomin characters with their problems while gradually clearing areas of the restrictive signs. The game emphasizes non-violent solutions and harmony with nature rather than confrontation. Fishing offers a peaceful minigame where you can catch different fish and relax by the water. Collecting items and helping creatures unlocks new melodies for your harmonica. The art style perfectly captures Tove Janssen's original illustrations with soft colors and gentle character designs. Fantasy Life 1, The Girl Who Steals Time, puts you in a colorful fantasy world where you can choose from multiple life classes, like warrior, mage, cook, blacksmith, or tailor. The story follows your character, who encounters a mysterious girl with the power to manipulate time, and together, you'll uncover the mystery behind strange temporal disturbances affecting the world. The gameplay lets you switch between different lives freely, and each one has its own progression path with unique abilities and activities. As a combat life, you'll fight monsters in real-time action battles, while crafting lives let you gather resources and create equipment. You can be a lumberjack chopping trees, a miner gathering ores, a cook preparing meals, or combine multiple lives to be self-sufficient. The world is filled with NPCs, offering quests that range from combat challenges to gathering tasks to crafting requests. Your apartment serves as a customizable home base where you can place furniture and decorations. The multiplayer lets you team up with friends to tackle tougher challenges or just hang out while pursuing your respective lives. The art style is bright and cheerful with expressive character designs. Stardew Valley begins with you inheriting your grandfather's old farm in Pelican Town after getting burned out from corporate life. You arrive to find the farm completely overgrown and must restore it from scratch by clearing debris, planting crops, and gradually building it into a thriving operation. The farming mechanics are deep. Each season has different crops. You'll need to water them daily unless you build sprinklers, and you'll manage your energy carefully. Beyond farming, you can raise animals, go fishing in various locations, explore mines filled with monsters and resources, and forage for items in the forest. The real heart of the game is Pelican Town itself, with over 30 unique villagers, each having their own schedules, personalities, and stories. You can befriend everyone through conversations and gifts, with 12 marriage candidates available. Community Center bundles provide long-term goals that unlock rewards and improve the town. You can also ignore the community route and side with the Joja Corporation for a different path. The mines offer combat and resource gathering across 120 floors, with a second dungeon unlocking later. Seasonal festivals bring the community together throughout the year. A short hike drops you on an island as a bird named Claire, who's visiting her aunt at a provincial park. You want to reach the top of the mountain to get cell reception and receive an important phone call, but the game never rushes you to get there. The gameplay is pure exploration, where you climb, glide, and run around a beautifully crafted island, discovering secrets and helping various animal characters. You'll need golden feathers to increase your stamina, which determines how high you can climb and how far you can glide. These feathers are scattered everywhere. Some are lying around, others are rewards for helping NPCs, and some are hidden in tricky locations. The controls feel great with simple running, jumping, and gliding that lets you navigate the terrain smoothly. You can discover side activities like fishing, playing volleyball on the beach, finding hidden treasure, or just exploring to see what's over the next ridge. The pixel art style uses a unique resolution that gives everything a soft, painterly quality. NPCs have short but memorable dialogue that reveals little stories about their lives. Collecting coins lets you buy items from a shop, including a compass that points toward collectibles. And there's our top 25 cozy games you absolutely need to play on your Switch in 2025. Whether you want to date household objects, restore a farm, or just take a peaceful hike up a mountain, these games offer some of the most relaxing and enjoyable experiences on the system. What's your go-to cozy game when you need to unwind? Let me know in the comments and tell me which of these 5 you're most excited to try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.